My thanks and good wishes, first of all, to the BW team for organizing these events very regularly and helping not just the participants but everyone around to keep update with all the legal news and views. I think when I joined the profession, we were still in the era where we would be drafting the plaints and the petitions on typewriters. So they will be dictating to everything would be written down by hand. It will be given to the typist who will do it on the typewriter. If multiple copies had to be made, there would be a carbon paper put, maybe 4 or 5 copies would come out. And gradually, if there were, say, 20 defendants in a case, then he will have to type the whole thing over to generate at least 20 copies. The filing was happening manually, everything was happening manually. And what is it that we have today? Today, in the times of COVID, when for a short while we thought, oh my God, if I have to stay confined in my home, how is everything going to run? How is my work going to run? What happened? The technology completely took over. The technology, the digital public infrastructure, or the DPI as we call it, became so important that we needed that in our lives as much as we need the infrastructure for the roads or for water or for electricity or anything else which we consider as a essential commodity in our lives. And the net result that the courts were functioning, the matters were being taken up, the entire legal fraternity could the club, we were meeting our clients, we were filing, everything was happening. So I would say technology has proved itself to be at one stage the biggest challenge to us, because initially when something new is brought in, the adoption of that something new is oh, I just realized there is a timer in front of me. Okay, good. The adoption of that something new is something sometimes we resist to, but once we adopt it, once we adapt to it, we find how useful it can be. And today, where are we? Today, we have a system of e-filing where we can file everything electronically. We have a system where we can do our conferences with our clients, with our briefing councils on Zoom calls or whatever other platforms are available. So they do not have to travel to the office from their offices, and we don't have people visiting the office in a manner that they waste their time traveling or anything. It's become a time-saving exercise. The entire research is done online. I could not have thought of doing my research on Manupatra maybe a decade or two back. What existed for us were the AIR manuals and the SEC manuals and the other reference books. But now everything, the day a judgment is pronounced, it is available to us electronically. The entire research system has changed. The access to the legal system is something which is still undergoing a transformation. So the e-courts project, which has already undergone its first and second phase, the first phase from the year 2011 to 2015, and from 2015 till about now, for the second phase has been a big success, because about 99% of the district courts have become e-courts. They are capable of functioning electronically. The issue is whether they are actually able to do it. If I were to look in terms of Delhi, I think in Delhi we have the privilege and the fortune that everything is e-functioning and we have a very good access to it. But if I look outside of Delhi, then perhaps yes, the system really needs to be made more accessible. The system really needs to be revamped and upgraded all the time for technological advancements. Also the issue of data privacy, data security, yes. But having said that, today, if by the click of a button, I know the case status, by click of a button, a order or a judgment in any case is available to me. The next date of hearing, the case status, the filing status, everything is available to me, which was not the case earlier. And all this has been made possible because of the e-courts project, the initiative taken by the government, by the Ministry of Law, and the direct supervision of the Supreme Court, which has taken it this far. We are now into the third phase of the project, where accessibility and inclusivity and affordability are really the key factors, where efforts are being made that it should not only be accessible to everyone, it should also be affordable to everyone. Now, that affordability time and again poses problems, and I think a recent event which has again posed that problem. Technology, as I said, is a tool which helps us to improve our performance. It is also a tool which challenges us all the time. So with the new decision of the Bar Council of India to allow foreign law firms to work in India, of course, there is a limited license, a limited permission that has been granted for the corporate work and a few other works. But what will be the outcome of this? I personally feel that one of the major issues will be the technology upgrade, because howsoever good we may be, we are still somewhere behind the US and perhaps the Europe as well. So technological improvements and advancements will be taking place. This would, of course, also mean that the costs will go up. This may also mean that the cost to the client will go up, so the fees structure may go up. At the same time, we would be at par with the world. That is the big advantage, because whatever technology is being employed anywhere else in the world, it will not take longer for it to be there in India. It will be there to the fullest with us. So I think I would like to put a conclusion to this address, because I had promised Garima I'll not speak for more than 10 minutes. This time clock is a little erratic. But just to conclude, my take for today would be that we should all participate and be a part of the system where we are able to also give our contribution, whatever little, to incorporating and imbibing technology into the way we function in the profession. Thank you very much.